Yeah.
Okay, we're back for the second round of the Dayton contest. We're running across some old friends. It was kind of cool. Seeing some guys from Fort Benjamin Harris.
Fill these little places in here, and then I have the total and the average.
This is 1 and 1. It's your first flight.
So, sit back and enjoy the show.
Flight 1 and 2 different judges. 1 1.
So I'll put
4
this here.
1. Doesn't matter. They're going to have separate score sheets.
So it's not an average yet.
No.
So we're going to have to hang on to that.
Okay, there's nothing to average to.
Well, that's one nice thing about Knuckles. We do that.
Here it is. Let's start all over again here. 35. This is that. And do you have a first flight score for him? What was his?
What's that?
Well, yeah, you got an average, but you got 2 flights that you got average together, just like you did the other one.
Okay. On here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the average for this flight.
That was a timely running out of fuel.
Got it, bug. These are bugging me. They're good at that. $265. Now where do I put that here?
And here's this John Paris. Yeah,
I'll put that here.
right here.
So the average on the other flight too, huh?
Well, it has its own individual average, just like
I know, but then you take both of those and average them together.
I have play it by ear here.
Well,
I have no clue.
your presence would be.
I know that you got to average these 2 scores because you got 2 different judges.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like I'll be hanging out with
Okay.
the stunt hanger. I need to log on. I feel like I actually.
See you guys tomorrow.
All right, be careful.
All right, Bob.
I gotta go do the grandparent thing.
Cut the grass while you're doing that.
I was sitting here trying to remember.
No, I just don't want to wake up with a cupcake knife in my back in the morning if I don't show up.
Nice takeoff.
Let me show you something. See right here between them 2 white poles, a little bit to the right of center. See that dip?
Oh, yeah.
So if you take off right here, you'll roll right through that dip and it'll launch you. So make sure you're off the ground before that crash is running around there like that.
Airplane in front of them.
Wherever you launch from, you ain't going, but just remember that. Direction.
I like this. Next round, I don't know what it is with the first round.
Yeah, you're in your flight box. Tell you what, if you wait a second here, don't change 180 degrees on the judges, because halfway through your flight, it's going to go right back to where it was before, which is right over here where the judges started off this morning.
He's going to be doing maneuvers this side.
Yeah, he has been. 90 degrees for a wind direction. I like that little Mustang. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it?
That's a Tom Morris Mustang.
Is it?
He built that when I was doing them for Tom on the videos.
Is that a Millennium Wing?
Yep.
Still a few of those wings. They build pretty good.
Nice French thing.
Radar I-beam looking thing.
The D-Tube I-beam.
Yeah, yeah.
Or a cheater I-beam.
Yeah, cheater I-beam, you could say, yeah.
See now it's blowing that way.
There's not even enough to move the flag.
That airplane flies pretty good. I guess I gotta go to the bathroom before
I was flying through his wake the first flight, and I was watching it bounce around.
Okay, we'll find out.
sure about this at all. No.
Well, just multiply the number by the score by the K factor.
Yeah, I did that, but do they run the consistency of the other two flights?
You did.
And I always done that.
What do you get? What was it,
494. Baby. Okay.
Let's keep those aside.
You can have them. I have no clue what's to do with that. Something new.
I've never done it before either. I've never done it before. So today.
Thanks, sir.
Well, the wind keeps shifting around, and they've got the judges bouncing around the circle.
It's hard on Bill.
Yeah.
Listen, the wind's going to come back around to wherever it was this morning.
Man, we couldn't have asked for a better day for this, huh?
Which was almost no wind, but it did have a little
well,
bit.
you're going to end up over in here eventually in every single flight.
Yeah,
Chris
probably.
flew his whole pattern there at least 90 degrees to the wind. And all judges should have been over here and be the same way anyway. Because I flew my whole pattern upwind at the Nats one year. Straight upwind.
Yep.
Got out there and said, I want you over there, judges. He released that airplane, the freaking wind went right straight at the damn judges. And stayed there the whole flight. Sparky did the same thing over Burdick. Last year I think it was, or the year before. Straight up wind. Everybody was applauding when he got down. He said, man, that's the best must wind flight we've seen. As long as there's not gale winds, 10 mile an hour or more than 10 mile an hour, your plane should be able to do it.
I can't believe there's not. I mean, there's a practical limit for what somebody's willing to fly in because they don't want to risk an airplane. But with solid rockets, it's more a function of recovery. But
Right.
at 20 miles, that's a hard cap. Even if it's just kissing. Nope. Too bad. Safety rules say you can't fly. End of story.
Well, I look at 15 miles an hour for practice. If it's over 15 miles an hour, I won't practice. But it'll fly in faster than 15 mile an hour in the contest. But you have to fly in wind because it's always windy at a contest. So if you don't ever fly in the wind, you screw yourself.
Yeah, once in a while, take advantage of it, how to help you out to give you a little bit of extra ass here and there,
Well, yeah. And that's why your inside maneuvers to the little left up straight downwind, while your outside to the little right is straight downwind. And if you can keep all that stuff in your brain, not get contest shock, brain lock, brain farts. And you'll have one maneuver that you'll find out after when you start flying enough. So you'll have one maneuver that you'll miss every now and then. you'll have a brain fart on and just skip it. A lot of guys, that's the triangle.
Hey, the triangle and the hourglass, and they're kind of the odd men out, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, we got about
Chris,
454.
well, he upped the score a little bit. Now in second place.
Yeah.
I'm not saving them past today. They don't pick them up.
Oh,
By the time we
I
leave,
gave
they
out
go in the
whatever they
trash.
wanted, you know, so
Yeah.
far. They go in the bucket otherwise.
Yep. I don't know how many
We're
of
gonna
those.
have to get some new sheets in it so that
4. They're in there. You just gotta dig for them. N30's in there, Classics in there, Profiles in there.
We're talking about there
Oh, for Tampa?
yeah.
Oh, beginners, intermediate, advanced. Yeah, we might have to do that. Well, beginners is the only one that's different. All the rest of them are the same.
Oh, it's still now 83.
Yeah, right in there.
84.
Yeah. You're not getting around as well as you did last year.
Yeah, we stopped doing it well.
John Parrish.
Ed Wallace is next.
Ed Wallace, and,
Profile.
glad to get it over with.
Yeah, gotta learn how to fly.
Yeah. 73 points difference between the two judges, and on Bodie's it was 18-point difference. Yeah, I know.
It all averages out.
No, I don't. You can't.
It might be completely opposite way the next time.
Yeah, can't. Low judge controls the contest.
It's also damn subjective. We had machines judging all this. You'd do away with those that, and they'd be bitching about something else. And, oh, that's our damn machine ain't right. It fucked me over.
I think there'd be less bitching.
Shit, Sparky, you've been around it long enough to know about just drawing fucking circles, let alone any damn thing else.
Yeah.
Well, I got the shit in the stick. I got to fly against Walker and this guy.
Well, they'd really whine if it was like it used to be. When my first contest at Whittier Narrows, I flew against Tom Warden and Bill Noyes and Ed Southwick, all the top dog characters, and here I am, a guy that barely knows the pattern.
Yeah, I am.
Got quiet all of a sudden.
I'm all fueled.
Sitting in a nice little.
All we gotta do is drag it out there.
Yeah.
You think the wind is gonna stay the same?
Keith, man, I haven't seen Keith in a long time, man. That's good. He's been sort of chatting on Facebook and stuff with me off and on.
I can't believe he remembered me from years ago.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I was like Keith. See, when Cincinnati lost their field out there, all those guys just sort of, and they didn't have no place to fly, and they could all come here, but it's an hour and a half drive for most of them, or 2 hour drive one way.
The plane that just flew, didn't I hear somebody say that that's an Oriental?
Yes,
That's an Oriental.
Profile Oriental. It's a. Yeah.
Of course.
Banzai,
Nothing like a
samurai!
Japanese product, right?
Yeah. Talk to John. He can probably actually speak the language.
Orienta.
In fact, he does a lot of that traveling overseas and stuff.
He's married to a Korean wife.
Yeah.
I think he's married to Kim Jong-un's sister.
Don't tell him that.
Oh, I have. How did Ed do on his last flight?
446. Profile?
Yeah.
446. He's in third place now because Chris just beat him out.
So the wind is blowing this way now.
Yeah, it started off this morning with the judges right over there in that corner. A lot of times it'll just follow the damn sun. So no matter where you're at, whatever time of day it is, you'll be flying right in the sun.
Yeah.
You gotta fix everything that breaks. Oh yeah, and to be honest, I've gone through 3 dryers now in my house.
Keith was over at Columbus. We were flying in Columbus when I built that Bearcat. That was one of the first contests I took it to, was in Columbus. Now that's been probably 15 years ago. Maybe more. They lost that field, Cooper Stadium. That was the end of Columbus flying. And then Akron went after that after dipshit went up there and tore their brand new circles out. Dave Cotton.
It's blowing that way.
Yeah, just right where the judges are at.
Life will be better. You'll have your own beautiful building room. Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
Glad I brought my own sodas.
I can't buy sodas for everybody. I tried that one year and I ended up having to sit there on 15 different cases of pop. I said, I ain't doing that again. Had to
Don't buy anything you don't want
storm for a
yourself.
whole year.
Don't buy anything you don't wouldn't drink yourself.
That's right. What do we got there, Ralphie? John Paris. Right?
507.
507.
It slowly shifts over here.
Yeah, I got that long fuel line in there. That works just about right.
Yeah, you haven't changed it out. No, you haven't done anything. Never think. As long as it works and you remember to prime that line, you're good to go.
I'm bummed out that pressure. I hope that pressure fitting stays in one more flight.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not working 100%.
Sounded all right.
Yeah, it didn't fly out. I didn't notice a change or anything. Wrap some aluminum foil around it or something and screw it back down in there.
Got any aluminum foil?
Not here. Let me shit you roll.
15?
Huh?
Still 15?
Electric.
Oh, electric. Electric profile.
Yeah. His own design.
So I'm up next, right?
You're up next.
What's you quit smoking? Can't do it, huh?
Quit drinking 15 years ago. Yeah, considering I was drinking about 12 pack a day, yeah, that was cold turkey and quick. Didn't look back. Never missed it either.
Today is the first pop I've had for months.
That's a good idea to put something in there.
COVID keeping you from it?
No, I just quit
I got some.
a long time ago.
You know, I'm a diabetic, and I've been drinking this stuff, and since I quit Diet Pop and started drinking this Zero Gatorade, my blood sugar's dropping.
That's good.
Diet Pop sometimes will make it, even though it's supposed to be diet and sugar-free, it'll make my blood sugar go up.
You notice the whole airplane went like this?
Probably going weight or something. That's not the best flying little airplane there.
It's supposed to be a flare?
Supposed to be.
Yeah, okay. Wanted to make sure.
Outside squares. Wes, are you still flying the Velvet?
Yeah, I got a new one. It's not quite as big.
Yeah.
The big airplanes are getting kind of hard for me to handle.
Yeah.
So I got one that's about halfway between a classic and a big airplane.
What's your big airplane's weigh?
Oh, I'm trying to think, probably 68 ounces or something like that.
Yeah, it's hard to get them below.
They pulled me over.
Oh yeah. My SB at 72 ounces, it'll yank me out of the circle.
Yeah.
If not,
You get a wind behind you.
if I don't
You
plant,
gotta get your feet planted when you get ready to do horizontal.
exactly. It was just yanks right. You can feel it and it gets you off balance and you're off balance the whole maneuver and you finish it up and you finally get your balance back.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way I'm flying anymore. Everything I do, I'm off balance. So. I do fairly good on the horizontal stuff, but anything vertical legs, hourglass, overhead,
Getting an inner ear thing.
start to fall over.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that happened.
That's for the maintenance on our windshot. Nice flatness with tiny way looking on the horse.
Yeah.
The springs out underneath.
Dent. I don't think anybody tried to straighten it before we stood it up.
I just put it up. I brought it in, but I didn't get to do that. I usually do that.
It's hard to store it without it getting smashed.
Oh yeah, you can't store it. It's gonna flatten itself.
I think we have.
Low, you know, the hanging there. It's got a nice, somebody niced it a long time ago, so. Or it came nice, I don't know.
I think we just need to start with the old ribbon like I had on there before, a little 1-inch wide ribbon about 10 foot long.
Ribbon really works best, I think. Yeah. Unless you got a regular windsock.
Right, well that's what that's supposed to be, but that's not a real windsock. No, a real windsock will tell you how fast the wind is blowing by where it stands at. And a good pilot will know that.
20 mile an hour, 45 degrees is 10, and kind of judge in between.
Yeah.
We're up to about 10 now.
Said high at 10 mile an hour winds today, so that's probably about right now.
Yeah.
Maybe 8. I'd like to get me one of those little meters I can just hold up.
I got one of those.
Do you?
I got one too.
They work pretty good?
40 pounds now.
Yeah.
About $50. Yeah. I got mine at a Hamfest for like 30. That's pretty good. Yeah.
My dad,
a little cup thing that flies, you know.
I haven't set it up, but my dad gave me a golf ball retriever, which is just a big, long telescoping rod. Telescopes out there about 20 feet. And I'm going to put a little flag on it, get me a little can and fill it with concrete.
Yeah.
I can stick it down in there. I can just carry it around with me and have my own little wind flag.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Come on, John. Not getting up on the top of it. Sounds like a rough motorcycle.
Some more work for you.
Thank you. There's a couple more.
I got a couple more out or something. I don't find some profile food back there, have you?
Should be there.
Within 30.
Here it is. This it?
No,
Not there.
that's where I can see right there.
There's a lot of profiles there.
Yep, I got mine.
There's a faucet.
I found it. I have mine 30 right here.
Okay.
Ready to go.
There you go.
Thank you.
On the left side.
Sorry about that, John. I put my heart back in my chest. One thing's for sure, this wind just can't make up its mind today.
It's all over the place.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Probably be a good thermal day. Feel that's the only wind.
I was worried about.
Oh. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. There are no trees.
With this much wind, don't much matter.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're on my flight, they're on top of it. That's a good profile.
What does it cost to equip an airplane like that? What is that flight system, battery?
Oh, look. Hey, quit walking, guys. It's changing back. Yeah, wind's getting your stuff in today, huh? I'll fly wherever I want. I know that my other judgment would hate to somewhat older. You gotta get passed on that one. It's true. Trying to do those, you get that's where
gonna have any more flights? Okay.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of that.
Well, the wind picked up and then it died down again.
Yeah, change direction.
That too. So how are we looking so far? Are we getting some pretty good flights?
Yeah, good.
I noticed Vince had that problem with that one engine thing, but
I didn't notice.
yeah, he cut out on him. I don't think he finished his OTS flight.
Well, flattening off 1 point. We got a 519 last time, it's got 510 this time.
Improving.
He's complaining about winds up blowing on us, you know.
What else is new in the
That
world?
way all the way to
Yeah,
everybody.
like what else is new in the world?
Everybody's got the same situation.
Yep.
And it's true to form on
I mean,
everybody.
imagine that everyone was judging identically.
Well,
What world would we have?
you can't do that.
And oh, by the way, that's where we get averages
The
from.
judges true to form on all flights. It runs the average down everybody. See? $123, huh?
We all cut up, Raffy?
Yeah. Put Buggy down. He jumped 1 point.
Went up by 2 points, or 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah, on a worse flight.
Now judges are.
Yeah, more.
Oh, come on.
What is the score sheet?
Nobody's perfect. If we were, we would be out here playing with these fucking airplanes.
See, it's the same 70-point difference.
It's consistent things. So.
Yes. Where Vince Bodie got an 18-point difference.
It's true screwing everybody.
One point different. He's screwing everybody the same, so it doesn't make any difference.
18 points, 70 points. Big difference.
I don't know what he's seeing, but he's seeing something. I can tell you, I've seen
Oh, I
a
live
lot
it.
better,
It
and
was a terrible flight.
I've seen you fly your big plane 100% better than that little one. 100% better.
Oh, well.
To be honest with you, it's probably right.
Somewhere in between.
You can fly good, but you don't have the flight team that Vincent's got, dude. And all the little teeny things, and I know you notice them. You know where you made your mistakes at without somebody telling you.
That was a terrible flight. If it would have went down, I'd have understood. But when they stay 70 points apart, I don't understand.
I don't either, but
Where the other guy's
whatever it is,
18
it
points
is.
apart. Might as well just have turned in the same sheet again.
Well, you did.
It's exactly the same.
There was a lot of bobbles in it.
Oh yeah, but it wasn't a great flight. That's not what I'm saying. Well, let's see what we got here on the camera.
You still filming?
Oh yeah.
I better be watching what I'm saying then.
Nobody, let's see. If somebody said something, I can't read it.
Don't look at me, because if you can't read it, I know I can't. You got your super magnifiers out?
Well, remember the Rolling Stones. These days it's all secrecy and no privacy. And if that's not enough for you, Simon and Garfunkel said his bow tie is really a camera.
I think we got some of that backwards. But there are no secrets. The government knows it all.
But they don't know what to do with it.
Probably right on that.
I've seen it.
Guys, I am sorry, but I literally just went pee a minute ago and I gotta go pee again. Oh, you're on the clock.
5 minutes.
You guys can contemplate that while I'm. No problem. I'm sorry.
Came on a 5-minute clock.
They did that at the Nats.
You bet you they did it, and they kept that up too the whole time.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Hurry up, go.
Get it out. You don't have to wait you right now when you get there.
Fill your pocket.
I've been jumping around out there more than once myself. Get out there in the last second. Dang, man. I was ready to fire it up.
Yeah, when you gotta fly, that's when you gotta pee.
Yeah. Gets worse as the older you get too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the RC guys have been behaving themselves today. That's good, except bright and early this morning. Until Sparky yelled at him with the bullhorn. That came in handy.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
They do it every time we have a contest. And they'll continue to do it. We went so far less break one time. he posted little posters that he made up over there. He stapled them all over the place. Dayton buzzing crash shoot this week. Any airplane start flying over our sectors will get shot down. And it got so bad at one time, we were thinking about trying to get some kind of frequency jammer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean they were flying almost at treetop level right over the circles here, and you
man.
hit them on 70-foot line, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
a lot
all
of
it
the radio
takes is
guys
one
just
shot,
have no
one hit.
understanding about control line at all.
And they did it on purpose because you made a point to go over there and say something to them nicely.
You try to do it nice, and then
You know, and they just still kept doing it. It seemed like they did it more after we asked them nicely. And it's not, we don't want to conflict with them. We don't want to fight with them. We want to get along with them.
Yeah. Hey, we're in the same hobby, guys.
Yeah,
It's
we're
still
flying
toy
model
airplanes.
airplanes. But I don't know. It's amazing.
Well, I joined the Radio Control Club for a place to fly in Fort Wayne. That was an interesting experience
No doubt.
because they got about 150 member club, real nice place, paved runway and clubhouse and stuff, you know.
Did they actually make you a place to fly, or do
They
you
got
sort
a
of
place
share?
for me out west of their clubhouse. It's off the side of the runway that they never fly off the, the side they fly from, so they never interfere. And the neat thing is, most of them are just amazed at what you can do with that when you control line airplane.
You guys are still doing that? I thought they took that stuff a long time ago.
Well, that and probably 80% of them never saw a control line fly at all. I have no idea what it was.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing.
All of a sudden, I was a celebrity. You guys know what this guy fly? He's amazing.
Well, you are a good flyer, so it's probably very impressive. You come do that reverse swing over and come down the whoop upside down.
Yeah.
Look how close it's flying now. Wow.
I got my uncle out here one day, and he was a big time RC flyer for years. And late 50s. I got him out there, and I had my SE out here, and I'm flying 12 foot bottom, so no big deal. And I come down there and do that reverse swing over, and I heard all these E's and I's, and I'm going,
Well, Bob McDonald had the same experience at the Detroit. He started flying with the control line guys, and went out to fly. See the wing over and come over right at him, and they'd hit the ground. They'd think he was going to crash.
That's hilarious.
Well, which way is the wind going now? Good God, it's going back to the west again. I don't know if I want to fly at all.
Everybody's got the same deal.
It wasn't, they said a high of 10 today.
About right. About right.
Well, I'm not complaining. I just fight this is every thing, so I just don't want to go out in the face of the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
I just pass. I'm last to fly.
How you doing driving? You have a problem driving too?
No problem at all. Only when I'm sitting down.
Oh, okay.
It's just when I'm standing up that I'm balancing.
Oh, yeah.
At least I haven't crashed the car yet.
Look at that there.
Just the light thing, I think.
Yeah.
Well, nobody can complain about the trees making wind interference. Since that tornado took out most of them.
Yeah, check it out. I wish they could just clean them out.
Yeah, me too. The brush pile's fine. The high brush, that's all they need there is a safety wall, a thick brush.
Yeah. Keep stuff out of garden.
That's about as good as anything I ever saw.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's been flying that little shark for a long time.
Yeah.
So Wes, how do you think your flap thing that you did went over?
Well, I'm convinced they're a lot better. When I first started flying them, I stored at the nets in various contests about 20 points every place I went. So that to me you know, anything you do like that, there's a lot of psychology involved, you know, is really helping me, isn't it?
I like them little vortex generators, you know. I can't be sold on those because
well, they're so little, and
yeah.
they may help, but it's kind of insufficient. But a lot of flaps are 60% more efficient according to the aeronautical guys.
Right.
And I swear it's flying better. You just literally can't stall it out before you can pull it as tight as you want to, and it just goes around.
Yeah, because well, it's letting some of that dead air through there and still working, but letting the high pressure area locate there.
The theory is the slot lets the air go through and attach to the back side of the flap, keeping it nice and slow. And that's what increases the efficiency of it. I don't know, I got a couple of them. Larry Spooch is building one, you know Larry?
Yeah.
He's built one with regular flaps and the other flap. So far he's only flown it with the regular flap. At this point he says it's the best airplane he ever had. I'm anxious when he gets the double flaps on there to see whether he's going to see improvement or what.
Yeah. I think there was another guy that built one with those flaps.
Built one.
Yeah.
But, I haven't had anybody built one.
Do you have anything from the AMA that shows what the entire stunt pattern is?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we got a.
We don't have a book.
Actual book.
I got the pictures if you want.
This is a score sheet, and it tells you what the maneuvers are, but it doesn't show them.
I'll go get some.
Wes has got one that'll show you. It'll actually draw them out.
Can I have one of these?
Yeah.
This is all I wanted, really. I know what the maneuvers are.
Okay.
I used to fly this.
Oh, well. Okay.
With the buzzing buzzards.
Really?
Who?
Ron Barrett here.
Ron.
Beard, I remember the name.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Ron Barrett. What's your name?
John Jordan.
Well, I kind of hung around with Harry Rowe.
I remember Harry.
Yeah, I remember Harry. Yeah, I've been at the club since '59.
Well, I started back in the '60s with Chris Colt from Oakwood. He was the one that got me into it, and I flew control line up until the '70s, and I'm thinking it was sometime in the '80s that I happened upon a scale model RC plane at a garage sale and bought it. And then it was a beautiful model. I wound up selling it and getting an Aerostar 40 and learning how to fly.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'll leave in this one here in
Thank
case
you
somebody
very
else
much.
wants to know.
That'll help. Are you going to get back
There's one you
into it?
can copy. if
Well,
you-
I still got my old Aerostar, and I got a couple of gliders.
I always carry
And the
4 or
other
5
day, I
with me.
found I found a Fox 35 and a couple of bell cranks and a Vico tank. So there ain't much more to a circle burner than that, anyway.
Not much. The things changed a little bit. They've
You
gone
remember
from
Jerry Martin?
Yeah, yeah.
He used to sell an airplane called the Zog.
Right. We had a log.
Huh?
A log also.
Yeah, and all it was leading edge, a trailing edge, and a boom that was the top motor mount, and a short boom that was the bottom motor mount, and a elevator.
Yeah.
And you know, if he wrecked it, he'd take 2 bolts out and slap it on another wing, takes the engine and all.
Yeah.
I flew many of those combat planes.
There for his final years before he passed, he's come out here and fly kites all the time. He's big time into these sleds. What was it? Where else the name of that kite sled? Something like
Oh, I don't remember.
Hell, he had a
Frank sled or something like
Yeah,
that.
Frank.
It was a plastic garbage bag that was cut exactly the sizes and had little parking
Frank
spars
designed
in
it.
it.
he had a hang glider that broke both of his legs one time. And he used to fly rat race.
Oh yeah.
He's big into rat race.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, we're still out here. We come out here every Tuesday night.
Back when I flew, I had to tape up the center of my hot rock handle because I'd get shocked on the wing. Like stuff up. Oh, nice. I bet it was. I remember one time we had the Buzz and Buzzes were meeting at the American Legion Hall.
Well, we've been running in about an hour and
And
10 minutes.
this is in the wintertime.
Oh, sorry, Sparky. I didn't mean to crack your lens.
Yeah.
Paper airplane concept.
You know what? They might as well have just
Harry
turned in the same score sheet. 68 points difference again.
Well, you are absolutely right. But you want me to tell you how I feel about it?
My last flight was terrible.
Your last flight wasn't that good. Neither was mine. Mine wasn't as good as my first, and I said the exact same thing about yours. But I couldn't really see them in loops as well, but it looked like you put them on top of each other. I'll say that. The thing to remember, I'm still here having fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm glad to see you here, and it's all, we don't really care who wins, do we? That much. I mean,
I didn't
and
come
you're
out here
right.
to lose.
But I'm in agreement with you. You don't have to say another word. You obviously pissed someone off, buddy.
Yeah, because let me tell you why. I got to take this off here for a second.
Okay, that's fair. And I shouldn't even have been talking. I didn't realize you were on. Sorry.
The low-scoring judge, Dan Schaefer, Jerry promised him $150 for his fishing tournament. Come out here, and he came to work asking me for $150. I said, I'm not giving you shit. That wasn't my deal. That was Jerry's. He's been bugging about $150. I told him, fuck off.
Would you like me to just go give him $150 for you?
No.
Okay, because I will. Just to end it.
No.
You know what I do to my buddy Martin? See, I don't really buy into this whole safety net. I think what the safety net is a way to keep a bunch of worthless politicians employed. Like my buddy Martin, who let me stay at his house forever, and when we used to guide together, you know, and Martin made money. Now Martin don't make the money he used to. He's an old fart now, and you know what I do? I like fill Martin's propane tank with gas every winter. And just do shit like that, because Martin did so much for me when I guided. Like when my truck broke down one day, Martin's like, Vince, just wait there. You're going to be able to do your trick. I'll be there in an hour, and you tell him you're on your way. My buddy Martin loaned me his truck for the week, let me do my fishing trip, took his truck home, made like $1,200 that week because he loaned me his truck, paid for my transmission, gave Martin back his truck, and I wasn't really out anything thanks to my buddy, but if I didn't have his truck, you know, I would have been SOL.
I think I'm next.
Ready for lunch?
Well, when you get done, I think that's
All
it.
right, I'll try to do better for you, Les.
That's okay. You did good the last time.
Just remember, Sparky, we're doing that stuff.
Pre-flight alert.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
6 points for the last bounce.
gonna say, if Francis here, you give me words of encouragement. You know, he says, you're not second, you're first loser.
I know.
So, I got some extra props to you.
Yeah.
You got 75 props. Oh, yeah.
I didn't even see it the entire second half.
It is.
I was like, oh, what the heck?
Yep. This one back here looks like Randy. Yep. Moving up to 75 pipe, are you? Yeah.
That's $200 worth.
Yep. Yes, it is. That's his mount ceiling right there. But if you play,
It costs a lot of money to get old.
then you got your whole life to save up for it.
I like what George Collins said. One thing about getting old, you can shit in your pants and nobody will say anything about it.
So true.
Appreciate you going to run.
Makes me get up and get my exercise anyway.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Well, you coming out and play tomorrow too, or?
You've been to Buda Park, right?
No, I've never been there.
That's one nice thing about Buda Park, our control line. The RC guys are down on one side of the road to the end, and the control line circles are up the other end of the road on the other side.
Little flyovers.
Yeah, once in a great while you'll get a giant airplane fly over. But them guys don't, because what happens is if they fly over our circle, it's behind the trees.
Oh, those
They lose line of sight.
Yeah, that's some problems.
They hang them on the props and dance them around. And
You know what I thought about doing, on these circles, and it could even be done at the map, is because we got the airport here and there's airplanes flying over. My suggestion was, why don't I call a pizza place like Domino's or
By the time I saw
a
the
big
red
giant
restaurant,
pizza on it, reseal and cap the whole thing and paint a big pizza on it. But Domino's,
Hey, this
Pizza Hut,
doesn't say how many points you get for a bird strike. There's nothing on there about bird strikes.
But we did more than one out here, I can tell you that.
Like those?
Normally it's those little barn swallows where the geese can come flying in. You get a squawking about
Next.
cruising over.
you can tell that just by walking out onto the circle. Their remnants are all over the place.
Right after that, too. So it's real close.
I was flying through Perry Road side over in Belleville, soccer field. And there's a row of trees off to the left that Harry was going back and forth, getting ridge whipped. And Sorry went over there and there was some kind of a sparrow hawk or a little hawk came out and landed on his wing. Went up and down, pecking his tail out. Tore his tail up.
He thought there was a couple of in the area. Didn't like him around.
Evidently not.
Who cares how much noise it
Well, that's the first
Herring that was
Well, you got the river right there.
Well, you got the pond over there too. He's good. Boy, if he'd have got into those lines, that would have been ugly. Do you guys remember one time we'd have big meetings, big meetings on combat, stunt, everything over the old source. And I had a little Sinbad cell phone that was always getting, and I chopped off the front end, stuck a tomato sauce can on it, taped it, punched 4 holes, and screwed OTO on it. And I launched that out of the field. This thing went up and did like 100 from button. You remember the wires? It went through one set of wires, another set of wires, another set of wires, and we chased it. We chased it and kept an eye on it for a good 7 or 8 minutes, and finally found it in the middle of the wall. So I had people come in and say, "Push my radio from here." Street light. How in the hell did you go through all those wires?
If it was unpowered, you would call it auto. With the power, it's a power focus thing.
There was a, in one of the old AMA books, there was a whole story about unusual things you could do with 049 engines. Attach them to a rag, start it, throw them up. Maybe do. Goes about 10 feet full. See that right there? 1, 2, 3. That was 3 pieces that I put in. And that was an 09 TD with a Summer Pro.
Well, guys, we've been streaming now for an hour and 30 minutes.
I reached over and it
That's going to conclude the round. I thank you for watching. I'll let you know in a bit what the final scores are, but it looks like I'm in second place in Classic. Vince Bodie was first. And I don't know who 30 is yet. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you on the next video. See ya.
Yeah, I just sort of walked all over and here,